In this part, the 18th chapter, we are studying in detail an idea that was presented very briefly in the second chapter. In the second chapter, if you go to sloka number 45, there Sri Krishna says, everything in this whole universe, whatever is there, without any exception, is qualified by three gunas. Creation means three gunas. Without three gunas, creation cannot be possible. If there is no differentiation, good, bad, big, small, high, low, if there is no such differentiation, if everything is uniform, no variation, no change, then there is no name and form, no quality, no difference, everything is same. Then the entropy becomes zero. There is no difference. Only one uniform, homogeneous consciousness pervades. No people, no animals, no plants, no planets, no stars, nothing good, nothing bad. Only pure consciousness pervades, all pervading, and no quality, no attribute, nothing. No sound, no sight, nothing. No object, no subject. That is not the case. We are seeing creation. We are part of creation. Creation means many, many different things. Everything is different from everything else. In every way. Some are big, some are small. Some are good, some are bad. Some are beautiful, some are ugly. Sometimes you are happy, sometimes you are angry, sometimes you are cheerful, sometimes you are calm. So many, every way things vary, different. This difference is because the difference in quality, attributes, three gunas, sattva, rajas and tamas. Those three gunas is what constitutes whole of nature, prakriti. Prakriti, nature means three gunas. Everything is different from everything else. And everything is changing. If there is no difference, if there is no change, then there is no creation. Everything is same, no creation. Everything is different, that's creation. That idea was told in 245. Let us chant. We can all chant together. You know the shloka. Traigunya Vishaya Veda. Traigunya Vishaya Veda. Nistraigunya Bhavarjuna. Nistraigunya Bhavarjuna. Nirdvandva Nitya Sattvastho. Nirdvandvo Nitya Sattvasto Niryogatshema Atmavan Niryogatshema Atmavan. Here to Arjuna, Sri Krishna says, Aigunya Vishaya Veda, whatever the Vedas speak about, everything in nature, everything, all of creation. Aigunya Vishaya Veda, Traigunya, these three gunas are there. All subjects, everything that is described in any scripture is made up of three gunas, Traigunya Vishaya Veda. Then he gives a very important instruction. Nistraigunya Bhava Arjuna, you become free from the three gunas. That means you become giving up your body, mind, good, bad, happy, unhappy, all this differentiation. You rise to a state where there is no differentiation, you become pure consciousness, Brahman. That is the instruction. You become nirdvandva, free from dualities. Dvandva means this and that, extremes, opposite, pairs of opposites they call. We are all full of dvandvas. Sometimes I am healthy, sometimes I am sick. Sometimes I am happy, sometimes I am peaceful. Sometimes I am experiencing joy, sometimes I am experiencing sorrow. Likewise, in every way, some things are sweet, some things are bitter, everything in nature. Some things are small, some things are near, are big. Some things are far away, some things are close. Something hot, something is cold. Every way, this dvandva is there, variation is there. From this extreme to that extreme, all in between, changing all the time. Nothing is constant. Everything is always changing, some slowly, some rapidly. When you rise above these changes, this differentiation, these qualities, then you become that pure consciousness, Brahman. Brahman is free from Triguna. Except Brahman, everything is Traigunyam Shaya Veda. Nirdvandvo, free from all oscillation, free from all dualities. Nitya Sattvastho, always absolutely pure. Quality means impurity, specification, this is good, this is bad, like this. Niryoga Kshema Atmavan, free from all concerns about acquiring things. Yoga means acquiring things which we don't have, which we need, or which we want. Kshema means protecting what we have. Atmavan, you become the self. That was told. Now in this 18th chapter, what we are studying is more details of the three gunas. How, he has taken many examples. How things are all qualified by sattva, rajas, tamas. Some are sattva, some are rajas, some are tamas. Everything is a combination. Only proportion varies. Only proportion varies. You take our own lives, for example. Take one person one day. Morning, when I wake up, I am peaceful, nothing is, no problem is started yet. And I just got up from sleep, I got a good sleep, good night's sleep, I am restful, I am happy, looking forward to the day. Sattva. Then as you get busy, you eat breakfast, you drive to work, commute, rajas, lot of energy. Work time, lot of rajas. Work means activity, dealing with co-workers. Some things we do are pleasant, some are unpleasant, some are easy, some are difficult to deal with this. Committee meeting, argument, all rajas takes over. Work means rajas. Sometimes tamas also prevails. They become angry. Your boss yells at you, or there's something happens at work, or experiment fails, or something happens, become unhappy. That is, tamas takes over, angry. Then again, in the evening when you go home, rajas comes back. Children have come from school, and they have sent complaints, something didn't go well, or they didn't do their homework, or something, or an argument with the spouse, all rajas. And then again cools down at night, and sleep is tamas, nothing. This cycle goes on every day for every person.
Sleep is tamas.
Tamas is angry, inactivity. Sleep is also tamas. Nothing, no consciousness. Sushupti is peace. Dream is rajas tamas. In dream we enjoy and suffer. Rajas tamas in sleep. So all these variations are there for everybody. In the same way, if you take nature, everything in nature is also qualified by the three gunas. So he takes some examples in this part of 18th chapter. So we have so far seen some things we have seen, that's for adjustment tamas. Some more things will come today. Buddhi, Satviki, Rajasi, Tamasi. We go back a little bit. Shloka number 30. 30, 31, 32. Buddhi means, definition of buddhi is Nishchayatmika buddhi, determinative faculty. Our mind has various faculties, functions. Faculty means function. Input-output function. The hand holds something and the mind interprets it as a cup containing some water or coconut or something. So input-output. Or I want to drink. That is one part of the mind. Mind does that through the sense, with the help of sense organs. Seeing something is input. Hearing something is input, like that. Speaking is output. That is one function of the mind with sense organs. Another function of the mind is memory, remembering. Stored impressions are there. Everything I see, one impression forms in the mind. I see somebody in a train or bus or on the road or in a party, and that person whom I see, that image is formed in my mind. Impression. That impression will be there. When I see the same person 3 months later in a different place, in a temple or somewhere, oh, you, that person I saw. Remember, that old image comes. Memory function. Something you read, and then after some time you remember, oh, this is what I read last year or yesterday. Memory is a function. Input-output function. Memory is a function. Then another function of the mind is to make decision-making function. You decide based upon what you receive input-output through the sense organs. So at a distance, you see an object. And that object, what is it? You don't know. Beginning. The sense organs convey information about the object. That object is standing like this, or it has some things going like gray branches are there. It is green, and some birds are flying there too. That is the input. Information, data comes through the mind, through the sense organs. And the mind searches the stored impressions, memory searching. Where have I seen that before? This must be a tree. The decision you make. Deciding this is it based upon what information comes, based upon old impressions stored. Like that is decision making faculty. That decision making faculty is called buddhi. That's very important part. Some people don't have the buddhi properly. They do something without knowing whether it is right or wrong. They think it is right, but their decision is wrong. Not very clear in their mind. It is right or wrong. Should I do? Should I not do? Should I say this? Should I not say this? Not very clear. They end up doing and saying wrong things. Their buddhi is not very clean, very clear. Some people are very sharp buddhis. Exactly know what is happening. They do the right thing always, say the right thing always. Buddhi can be sattvic, rajasic, tamasic. The good news is we can always improve. If our buddhi is rajasic, becoming angry, etc., we can make it sattvic by discipline, by practice. So three kinds of buddhi we saw. Where are they? 30, 31, 32 in chapter 18. We did this last time. 30. Pravrittim cha nivrittim cha karya karye bhaya bhaye bandham moksham cha ya vetti buddhissa partha sattviki. O Partha, sa buddhi sattviki. That kind of intellect is sattvic intellect which does these things. Pravrittim cha nivrittim cha vetti. Vetti means it knows. Some people know pravritti means what is to be done. Nivritti means what is should not be done. They are very clear what I should do, what I should not do. Some people's buddhi is not so clear. What they should not do, they end up doing. What they should do, they fail to do. That kind of confused buddhi is not sattvic. Sattvic buddhi means very clear what I should do, what I should say, what I should think. Very moment, no doubt. What I should not do, what I should not say, what I should not think. That kind of clarity is sattvic buddhi. Pravrittim cha nivrittim cha karya karye. What is action, what is inaction, what should be done, what should not be done. Bhaya abhaye, where I should be afraid, where I should not be afraid. That distinction is very clear in somebody's mind. Bandham moksham, what is binding, what is liberating. If somebody is very clear about all these distinctions, always making right choices, right decisions, their buddhissa sattviki, sattvic buddhi. Like that. These are examples. Everything in nature is qualified by three gunas, sattva, rajas, tamas. We'll do two more. Rajasic, tamasic buddhi. 31. Yaya dharmam adharmam cha karyam cha karyameva cha ayathavat prajanati buddhissa partha rajasi. Rajasi buddhi is not clear understanding of what is right, what is wrong, what is proper, what is improper. Sometimes unclear understanding, partial. Yaya buddhya, that buddhi by which dharmam adharmam, what is dharma, what is adharma, karyam cha akaryam, what is to be done, what is not to be done. Ayathavat prajanati. Yathavat means as it is, as it should be. Yathavat. Ayathavat means not as it is, but confusing. You see something, some situation, you are involved in some situation at work or in family, not reading the situation properly, misjudging it. Some of it is right, some of it your understanding is wrong. Ayathavat, not actually as it is, but in a different way, slightly different from truth. Partial confusion. Such buddhi is called Rajasi buddhi. Ayathavat prajanati, thinks. Tamasi buddhi is even worse. 32, sloka 32. Adharmam dharmamitiya. Manyate tamasavrita. Sarvarthan viparitamscha. Buddhissa partha tamasi. Dharmam dharmamiti manyate. What is right, what is wrong, adharmam, that is right. Opposite, viruddha buddhi. You call it viparita buddhi. Something is white, we think it is black. Like that. Somebody is good, we think he is a bad. Somebody is a bad person, oh, he is right. Good person, have to make friendship with him. Adharmam, dharmam, opposite understanding. Viruddha buddhi, viparita buddhi. Vinasha kale viparita buddhi, they say. When a person has viparita buddhi, then nothing goes right, everything goes wrong in that person's life. Karyam cha akaryam. What is to be done, what is not to be done, confusion. Ends up doing things which did not have done and does not do what is required to be done. Opposite. Everything is opposite. Such buddhi is called tamasi buddhi. Ayathavat, that is manyate tamasavrata. Tamasavrata means their mind is covered by tamas, ajnana. Sarvartha viparitam. Everything, viparita means opposite. You see something, you think it will be something totally different. Whether it is a person or a situation or an object, you don't see things properly, but you see it in the totally different way, completely wrong understanding in everything. This you can see in relationship problems. Mostly you can see all these differences are very clear in relationship problems. Not so much with dealing with objects. Supposing it is hot, I know it is hot. I don't have to think about it. But we misread people. We misread people's intentions, their actions, their thoughts. That misreading of things, of situations and people, that is the cause of all problems. Our understanding is not clear. Something like this, we think it is opposite way. Viparita buddhi. That is the cause of all problems. Like that. We misinterpret people's actions. We misunderstand people's motives. Not clear understanding. That is the cause of all relationship problems. Sometimes, even if in any profession we make wrong mistakes. Even the physician, they make wrong diagnosis. Not knowingly, because situation appears like that. Symptoms appear like that. Or in any classroom situation, family situation, dealing with children, dealing with work, we sometimes make wrong decisions. Later we realize, oh, they should have done the other way. But by the time the realization comes, you already have acted. Sometimes it is not possible to go back and correct what we have done. You have to live with the consequences. That kind of buddhi is tamasi buddhi. That we all did. I forgot we had done all those. Dhriti, three kinds of dhriti, three kinds of sukha. This is important topic because sukha means happiness. If you think our whole life from infancy to the last moment is a continuous pursuit of sukha. We're always seeking happiness through different ways. Whatever we do, Whatever we do so many different things, morning till evening, all our lives. You ask yourself, why am I doing this one? The answer is, I want to find happiness. There may be some proximate cause. If you ask, why do you want to do that? Then it goes back to seeking happiness is one thing which happens instinctively, naturally, all our lives. Why do you come to Gita class? It is good for me spiritually. Why are you a spiritual development? Because that is good for me. I get moksha, I know God, I know my nature. Why do you do that? This gives me happiness, ananda. Why do you want to go to a restaurant? Because I want to eat good food. Why do you want to eat good food? This makes me happy. Why do you want to marry? Marriage brings happiness. Why do you have kids? Brings happiness. Everything. Why do you want to go to work every day, 10 hours in the job commuting? Because it brings me money. Why do you want money? Because I want to pay the bills. Why do you want to pay the bills? Because I want to buy food and clothing and house and property. Why do you want all these things? I want happiness. Everything is there. Everything we do. Every breath we take is all done in pursuit of happiness. Now, the three kinds of happiness we have to know. What kind of happiness we should pursue, what kind of happiness we should not pursue. Happiness is also three, sattva, rajas, tamas. Sattvic happiness, rajasic happiness, tamasic happiness. We should pursue only sattvic happiness. Some people do very bad things to find happiness. Like the example that comes to my mind, people who go to bar and drink or take drugs. Why do they do that? They find happiness, some high something experience. With a lot of side effects and ruins their life. But that moment they find happiness. They find happiness that way. Bad things people do, why? They think it brings happiness. Seeking happiness is something that is continuously happens from the moment we are born till the moment we die. We are always seeking happiness. Therefore, it is very important to know what kind of happiness is good that does not have adverse side effects. What kind of happiness is bad that make me happy but later can bring a lot of trouble. That we should avoid. To know that, the three slokas are important. We did it once, we'll do it again. 36 is only introduction to these three slokas. Sloka 36 is introduces the topic, three kinds of happiness. Sukham tvidanim trividham.
Sukham tridanim trividham.
Shrunu me bharatashabha.
Shrunu me bharatashabha.
Abhyasad ramate yatra.
Abhyasad ramate yatra.
Dukkham tam cha nigacchati.
Dukkham tam cha nigacchati.
Dukkham tam cha nigacchati. We don't want to be unhappy, sorry, or grief stricken. We want to find happiness. So we do certain things to find happiness. If you examine what people do to find happiness, you see some people do very strange things. They find happiness that way. But that kind of happiness brings only in the end sorrow. People doing gambling, casinos, people doing horse racing. And one example that comes to my mind is there was this famous American football player, name was Michael Vick. He was playing for the Atlanta Falcons. He was a quarterback, I think. Now, he had a lot of money. Football players have a lot of money, fame. You enjoy that. And they have so much money, and they want to be happy. So this man, to find happiness, he had this, hello Margaret. he had this habit of dog fighting. The people do dog fighting, they try certain kinds of dogs which are, by nature, they are very aggressive dogs. Rottweilers or Bulldogs or whatever. They train the dogs to fight with each other. And they arrange the fighting. Two dogs have to fight. And these people are watching, they are enjoying the fight. The dogs fight until one of them is killed or maimed. They are trained like that. And that was the sport. That was how he found happiness. Lot of money, everything. Then in this country, fortunately, according to law, cruelty to animals is a punishable offense. If you cause injury, cruelty to animal, then it can be punished. So he was caught and he was punished. He was put in jail. He was in jail. Namaskar. So after some time, he was released from jail. He also had to pay some fine, imprisoned. Then he went back and started playing again for Philadelphia Eagles, I think. That kind of happiness that people derive by making two animals fight, cockfighting, bullfighting, all those things, it is kind of tamasic happiness. They do it because they find happy. And if some dog did not fight properly, he would torture and kill them. How these kind of things people do? Why? Because it's happiness. So that is why we have to know. We all want to be happy. There is no harm in being happy. Moksha itself is ananda, infinite eternal joy. But what kind of happiness we should pursue, what kind of happiness we should not pursue, that we have to know. We may know, but we have to tell our children. That also is a responsibility. We have to guide those people for whom we are responsible. Yeah. So let us do three kinds of happiness. Shloka number 37. This is sattvic happiness. This kind of happiness we should pursue. Sattvic happiness we should pursue. Rajasic we should control. Tamasic we should not do that. 37. Yattadagre vishamiva pariname mrtopamam tatsukam satvikam proktam atma buddhi prasadajam. See, sattvic sukha is like this. First of all, in the beginning, agre is unpleasant, vishamiva. For example, if you want to realize God, moksha sadhana, let us take some ordinary example. Supposing you want to take your bar exam or BE exam or board exam for a medical person, take an exam. Now, if you finish the exam, you are successful. That brings happiness. You progress in your career. You become a professional engineer or CPA or qualified board certified doctor. That's good. Result is good. Pariname amrtopamam. Result is very good. When you pass the exam, you feel good. Happiness will come to you, to your family also. Agre vishamiva. But to prepare for the exam is very difficult. You have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. You have to go to work also. You can't stop. You have to keep on treating patients when you are taking board exam. You can't stop your work. You still have to do your daily work. At the same time, you have to prepare the exam. Reading a lot of material, getting up early in the morning, and taking courses and everything, review courses and everything. All that is very difficult. In the beginning, it is difficult. Effort is difficult. A lot of discipline. You can't go to parties and movies. You have to keep on studying. Exam is coming. Pariname, though effort is difficult, Pariname Amurtapam. When the result comes in, you pass, for 10 years you are free from board exam. CP is like that, P is like that. That kind of sukha, which may entail difficulty in the beginning, but will result in happiness. Yattadagre Visham Puraname Amurtapamam. Then, Atma-buddhi prasadanam. Our buddhi means our intellect. If our intellect is Atma-buddhi, we can have two kinds of buddhi. We can either think of ourselves as the body, mind, coming and going. Money, all these things are important. Fame is important. Beauty is important. Enjoyment is important. That is all one kind of buddhi. That is Dehatma buddhi. I am the body. Body must be kept comfortable. Body must enjoy good food and other things. That's Dehatma buddhi. Based upon I am the body. Understand. Atma buddhi here means Paramatma buddhi. I am not the body and the mind. I am the Atman. That's what Vedanta says. Rishis have said, Vedas have said. You are the Atman, you are not the body. That kind of buddhi, which makes us strive for Atmajnana, self-knowledge or devotion, either way. That kind of sukha which comes from that is satvika sukha. It's permanent, long-lasting, if not permanent. It has no adverse side effect. It's completely free from adverse side effect. Nothing bad can happen from that one. Certain kinds of happiness, if you enjoy, it has adverse side effect. For example, drinking alcohol. For the time being, it's very nice, pleasant. You get some kind of high intoxication. But when the side effect comes, your problem will come. Job may be lost. Family relationship will be lost. Adverse side effect. This Atma-buddhi prasadanam, satyikam sukham has no adverse side effect. Only good. But in the beginning, lot of hard work. Yattadagre vishamiva pariname amurtopamam. Atma-buddhi prasadajam. Born of the conviction that I am the Atman. That kind of happiness is sattvic happiness. We should pursue that one. Though it is difficult. Rajasic is in between. 38. Vishayendriya samyogat yattadagre mudopamam pariname vishamiva tatsukam rajasam smritam. Rajasic sukha is defined. Rajasic happiness is agre amrutopamam. When you enjoy it, oh, so nice, I want to keep on doing this one. Pariname, when the result comes, problem. Supposing somebody enjoys good food, pizza, cream cheese, a cheesecake, sweets, and gulab jamun, all those things. When you are eating, it makes you so good. Sweet eating sweet is so good. Agre amrutapamam. Pariname, when the result comes, all kinds of health problems will come. You have so much input of sugar and fat, all diabetes and stomach problem and obesity, all these things will come. That is what to do. You can't avoid it. You can't avoid eating. You have to eat. Rajasic sukha is such that you have to indulge in it only to the extent necessary, not more, but with discrimination. How much sweet should I eat? That we have to control. You don't have to stop eating sweet altogether. Some sugar is needed for the body to function, energy. But how much we have to stop? That is to be exercised. Discretion has to be exercised. Here it says, Yatta the grey Amritapamam, enjoying, very nice, happy, oh. Pariname Vishamiva. Pariname Vishamiva. The result comes from the Bhajagovinda Stotram. Shankaracharya has this one stanza, I don't remember part of it. Sukhata kriyate rama bhogah paschadhanta sharire rogah. I don't know the second part. Rama bhoga Rama means a woman, young woman. Rama bhoga means any kind of sensory, sensual enjoyment. Sukhata kriyate, when you are enjoying it, oh, you are in heaven, so happy. Paschat, later on, when the result comes, sharire roga, result in body problem. Any kind of rajasic sukha is like that. When you are enjoying, very happy. When the result comes after some time, that is a problem, vision. Then we have to exercise discretion. We can't stop completely enjoying sensory pleasures. Your body itself is a sense object. Eating is Vishendriya Samyaga. Vishya means sense object food. Indriya means mouth, tongue, nose, etc. Can we stop eating? No, we have not. We have to eat. But then we have to exercise control. What food to eat, how much to eat, when to eat. That is where we have to exercise moderation and control. That is Rajasic Sukha. Now 39 is totally to be avoided completely. That is Tamasic Sukha. 39. Yadagre chanubandhe cha
Yadagre chanubandhe cha
Sukham mohanamatmanaha
Sukham mohanamatmanaha
Nidralasya pramadottam
Nidralasya pramadottam
Tattamasamudavritam.
Tattamasamudavritam.
Tamasic Sukha, we don't have to dwell much on it. People do all kinds of bad things to find happiness. For a time, they may feel good about it, but the result comes disaster. So the Tamasic Sukha, we should completely avoid. Satvika Sukha, Atma Buddhi Prasadam, coming from prayer to God, doing your duty as worship, as seva with joy, serving other people, going to work every day, making money in a dharmic way, spending money for dharmic purposes, taking care of our responsibilities with joy and devotion, all sattvic activity, they bring lasting sukha. Prayer, meditation, japa, study of scriptures, charity, all those things are sattvic activity. Desire to do those things is sattvic desire. Pursue them. In the end, they will bring you happiness and joy. Rajasic Sukha, Vishendriya Samyoga, all dealings with sense objects. Another person is also sense object. We need to deal with people. We cannot avoid people. People are a part of our life. I am also a person. I cannot live in isolation without seeing anybody doing it. You have to live in society. And those who have families, they have to live with family members, children, spouse, parents, guests. Co-workers will be there. So dealing with people is necessary, essential, cannot be given up completely. But decision has to be made. With whom do I deal? How do I deal with them? Do I become angry, upset, or do I remain calm, peaceful? Some people are difficult to deal with. Who comes to our life, we cannot control. A difficult person may come to your life as your parents may be doing bad things. Some children born in families where parents are doing wrong. You know, what can you do as a child? Or some people may have a family member who is very difficult to deal with. That also we don't have much control. Some people may have co-workers who are difficult to work with. There also you don't have much control. We can't choose your co-worker. Wherever you get a job with your company, organization, there we are already working there, we will come, we have no control. There we have to exercise control, tolerance, titiksha, forbearance, patience, not getting angry, trying to do good things, not trying to do harm to anybody. Those are necessary. Food we have to eat, we can't stop eating. Food is sense object. Clothes we have to wear, car we have to drive. All these objects we have to use. We can't stop using objects. But there, that is, we have to exercise control. With what do I deal, with whom do I deal, how do I deal is more important than with whom. How do I deal with sense objects? That is Rajasic Sukha. Tamasic Sukha is completely bad, should not be done at all. That we know. Now, number 40 we shall do conclusion. Conclusion of this topic. The topic is everything in this universe, including our bodies and minds, every object, every person, every situation is made up of three gunas. What are they? Sattva, Rajas, combination. The proportion keeps on varying. That's the good news, because we can vary the sattvic component, increase sattvic component in our personality. That's in our self-effort. I can do that. If I find that I'm a Rajasic person, or if I find that I'm a Tamasic person, then I don't have to remain like that forever. With self-effort, I can improve and become a sattvic person. Sattva leads to freedom, liberation. Rajas binds, tamas kills, sattva liberates. The story, you know, three robbers. Sri Ramakrishna told the story. There was a merchant who used to take his products to the market every day. He used to sell them, what vegetables or whatever, garments or pots or whatever, and bring the money back home every evening. Those days only cash. There was no credit card or any necessity. All cash transaction. And with that money he brought every day, he would maintain the family, pay the bills. So one day, when he was coming back from the marketplace to his home, he had sold his goods, he had the money with him. Then it was kind of getting late, so he takes a shortcut. Instead of going through the regular road, he goes through some shortcut going through the woods. When he was going through the woods, he had some money with him that he had got by selling whatever he was selling. Three robbers attack him. And they take away all his money, whatever he had, wristwatch or whatever he had money. They take everything away. And then the three robbers are discussing among themselves what to do with this guy. One robber says, let us kill this man. If we leave him free, he will go home, call the police and complain, and the police will come after us. So we should kill this man. One robber says. Three of them are discussing. Second robber says, no, why we should kill him? He's a poor man. Anyhow, we have taken all his money, everything. Let us tie him to a tree with a rope, and we can escape. By the time somehow he frees himself, then we'll be far away from here. Or a tiger may come and eat him. So anyway, let us tie him to a tree and let us go away. Why to kill this man? Second robber. Third robber says, no, why we should tie him? Anyhow, we have taken everything he had. Let him go. By the time he crosses the forest and goes to his town, to village, we'll run away. Will not be here. So like this they were discussing. Then finally they decide to tie him to a tree. The second robber's suggestion was taken. With a rope they tie him to a tree and they all run away with his money. And this man is struggling, he's tied, he can't escape. It's night, it's becoming dark and night. So after some time, the second robber comes back alone himself. And the second robber unties the rope knot, releases him, makes him free, and tells him, you go home now, don't complain to the police, and they will come after us. You go home, this is the way you have to go this way, this way, you will reach your village. Second robber shows him the way. Then this man, he becomes very grateful to that robber who came back, released him from the binding, unties the knots, shows him the way to home, freedom. So the merchant invites him, sir, you please come to my home. You have saved my life. You came back and saved my life. And I want to reward you. Like this robber says, no, I cannot come, because if I go to the village, the police will catch me. My fingerprints are there. I don't want to go. I'll have to go back to my other robbers. You go home. Then the third robber goes away. It does not go with the man to the village. So this is the story. The man goes home. He lost all his money, everything, but his life was saved, and he joins his family. In this story, the three robbers represent the three gunas. The first robber who wanted to kill this man, he represents which guna? Tamas. Tamas kills. Tamasic activities, tamasic enjoyment, tamasic activity, if we do, then destruction will come. Second robber who wanted to tie him, he represents Rajas, Rajoguna. Rajas means attachment, it ties us, binds us. It binds, limits us. Third robber who came back and made him free, showed him the way to freedom, he represents Sattva Guna. So we have to examine our personality, everything we do, everything we say. The way I speak with people, the way I deal with people, the way I do my work, the way I behave with myself, take care of my body, all those things have to be made sattvic. Dealing with people must be sattvic. When you see somebody, nicely greet them. See the presence of God in them. God is in everyone, that we have seen from the Gita many places. When you see somebody, don't ignore them. If they are total strangers, then you don't have to greet them. But if you know them, nicely greet them, say Namaskar, Namaste, Jai Ram Ji Ki, or whatever, Jai Sri Krishna, whatever, nicely greet them and try to do something good. If you cannot do anything good, at least remain neutral. But don't do anything bad. Don't scold that person. Don't ill-treat that person. Be kind, be nice. That is dealing with people. Sattvic way to deal with people. Sattvic way to do work. Everybody has to go to do some work. I work in the ashram, you work in the family, you work in the workplace. All our work has to be done in a sattvic way. Sri Krishna, many places we have studied. Anytime that we do some work, we should do it as worship, as offering, as seva, with joy, with gratitude, not grudgingly, nicely we have to do like that. That is sattvic way to do work. That brings us joy, shows us the way to freedom. Dealing with people, doing our work. Dealing with other activities, sattvic way. If you do that, then what will happen? Our whole life, personality will become sattvic. Sattva, when you reduce tamas little bit, tamas it becomes less and less. Rajas with Sattva is not bad. Energy, just is energy combined with creativity, peace, and joy can do useful work. And sattva has to be increased. If you do sattva, if you become completely sattvic people, then we reach God. God is total percent, 100%. That is why these three qualities are described here in great detail. So come Pidanim Trividam Sudane Bhartas. Now the new topic starts. The new topic which we shall do next time is a little bit confusing, maybe controversial. Is sloka number 41 and 42 and 43. Yeah, 44. 45, 46 are the most important verses. 46 is the one verse which I want you to completely study in great detail. Which sloka? 46. That sloka alone can lead us to moksha. Just one sloka, if you master it and follow it as much as possible, 100%, you don't have to do anything else. Sri Krishna says that. This is all what Sri Krishna says. I am not saying. Nothing original here. All comes from here. This is only a tape recorder. We here say that. Sri Krishna says, sloka number 46, that we'll do next time. If we do our work as worship, everything we do, eating, walking, sleeping, talking, whatever we do, as if we are doing worship, then what happens? That purifies the mind. Mind becomes purely sattvic. Rajas tamas will go away, and that will pave the way for liberation. Highest goal, liberation, salvation, union with God. Only one sloka, 1846. That we'll do next time. In the meantime, if you wish, you can, before we meet next time, you read slokas 41, 42, 43 and 44. These four slokas, they describe the various types of work, duties or types of work that people with different temperaments do. Problem arose in the beginning when this division was made. We studied in the 4th chapter, chapter 4, this came. At the time when the division was made, it was made with on a good basis, based upon their guna karma, their natural tendencies and propensities, and the work they do. Some people do sattvic work, studying of scriptures, practicing sattvic qualities, truthfulness, ahimsa, non-injury, charity, all those things, teaching, studying the Vedas. They are sattvic people. They became known as Brahmanas. Some people by nature, they have a tendency to indulge in trade and commerce. No, some people have a tendency to join the defense forces. Some children want to, if you ask them what do you want to do, they say, I want to become a jet fighter pilot, like that. Or they want to join the army, like that one. They have the tendency. In India, certain communities, they always profit. Traditionally, they go for armed forces, like that one. Their natural tendency is essential service. Without security, countries cannot be safe. National security is very important. That is their tendency. They became known as Kshatriyas. Some people have interest in trade and commerce and business management. Now, some children go for MBA, some children go for medical, some for law, some for computer science, some for physics or basic science, some for humanities, English literature major. Some children want to become teachers. Some children do business management, like that one. Some people do want to do business. They are all different natural tendencies. Based upon their natural tendency which comes from early. So like the tendencies are there from, how do they come, how do they, early in life, how do they get the tendencies? That is from previous life. And these tendencies are all different. Based upon the tendencies and what they choose to do, divisions came. Brahmana class who pursue Vedic lifestyle. Every day they do Agnihotra, they worship Puja, they chant the Vedas and they teach other people like that. They get their livelihood like that. Priest class. Then those who go to defense forces, they become Kshatriya, their livelihood. They're drawn to that by nature. Some people who pursue trade and business, they became known as Vaishyas. Commerce, somebody has to sell, have a shop. If there are no shops, where do we buy things? Somebody has to open a shop and sell things, buy and sell things. Essential service for society. All these are essential. Without these, society cannot function at all. All categories are necessary. You know, all kinds of people we need. We need police people. If there are no policemen, nobody wants to become a policeman, then always law and order is going to be maintained. We need police, law enforcement people we need. Though it goes to law enforcement, lawyers and police people, judges. Those become scientists, they want to become chemistry, engineering, they want to do research and development, they want to do space rockets to go out. All scientists are necessary. Medical people are necessary. So based on their propensities, samskaras and activities, they divided people into categories. That's what we are going to study.
Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsacharudamardhanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum